Okay, let's take a look at the external feature of a leaf. Here, you can see the leaf structure is the leaf surface. That is, we also call it lamina. Lamina is thin like this. This thin feature will allow carbon dioxide to reach the inner cell quickly. So basically, carbon dioxide normally comes from the bottom because that's where the stomata, where the stomatas are. So this will allow it to pass from the bottom towards the top layer that is carrying out photosynthesis much more quicker. If the leaf is very thick, then it takes a longer time for the carbon dioxide to move up. Okay? Yes?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The leaf is also large and flat. By being large and flat, you can actually absorb more sunlight. Because the flatter you are, the more surface area you have, the more sunlight you can capture. And then for leaf stalk will hold the leaf in the right place. So how to hold the leaf in the right place? So basically, just imagine this is the stem, the petiole, the leaves. The petiole, the leaf stalk, will hold the leaf in the right place, right angle, so that sunlight will come in like this. If it holds it like this, then you might not get as much sunlight. You might only get up to here. And this one you won't be able to capture. Okay, Ken?
Okay.
Okay, next is the midrib or vein. The midrib or vein contain xylem and also phloem. The xylem will carry water to the leaf. Water is needed to maintain the turgidity of the plant, and also it is required as a reactant in photosynthesis. Leaf arrangement, it is arranged in mosaic manner. What does mosaic manner means? Mosaic manner here means that if I have a plant that looks like this, oops. And you look from the top. If you look from the top of this plant, you'll notice that this is arranged in such a way. And then this layer, the second layer, will not overlap with the first layer. So it will get maximum sunlight. And then the third layer will overlap with the first layer because the first layer is quite small, so it doesn't really block out much sunlight. So this is the mosaic manner. Okay, it is a form of arrangement to prevent overlapping of the leaves and maximize light absorption. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look at this layer. This earlier we are looking at the external feature. Now we are looking at the internal feature. In the internal feature, this is some sort of like a sandwich. You know how sandwich is? You have two bread and then you have maybe a meat or egg in it. So that means the first layer and the last layer, they are the same, correct? For sandwich.
Yes.
So this one is similar. So here you can see that the first layer is a cuticle, the last layer is also a cuticle. And then the second layer is the upper epidermal, the bottom, second last is the lower epidermal. Okay? And then followed by the parasite mesophyll layer and the spongy layer. The waxy cuticle, it is waxy and waterproof. It is a barrier against gas and water loss. Okay, because it's waxy, it doesn't, it acts some sort of like oil like that. It doesn't allow water, moisture, or air to pass through. Then so is the lower cuticle, same thing. Upper epidermal cell is like our skin. Our skin will protect our flesh, will protect our bone, will protect our blood. Okay, the epidermal here is also acting like a protection. Okay, it protects the cells underneath it. This one also, it acting as a protection. It protects the cells above it. Palisade come from the word fence. So it looks like some sort of like fence like that. You know, those old American fence, the white one. White fence. Okay, not very good in digital drawing. The ones that you can see in the garden look something like this. So it looks similar to this. You see, it looks some sort of like fence like that. So we call this layer palisade mesophyll layer. And then this layer is full of air space. You know, air space just like sponge like that. Okay, in a sponge, you can see that there's a lot of air holes in it. So that's why we call it spongy mesophyll layer. Okay, Ken? Yes?
Okay. Yeah.
So what are their adaptation? Palisade is packed. It has cells that are closely packed in cylindrical shape and contains plenty of chloroplasts because this layer mainly carry out photosynthesis. Spongy contain air spaces. Why do you need air spaces? They are loosely arranged with air spaces. Why do you need air spaces? So that they can some sort of like breathe. Okay, for us, the lungs, our lungs are the place where gaseous exchange occur so that we can breathe, so that gaseous can be taken in, given out, some sort of like gaseous exchange. So in the leaf or in the plant, their so-called lungs is found in the spongy mesophyll layer. They have air holes like this to allow the exchange of gas, to allow carbon dioxide to come in, oxygen to go out, some sort of like that. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, the upper epidermis and the lower epidermis doesn't have chlorophyll. It is also transparent. So if it doesn't have chlorophyll and it is transparent, it will allow light to pass through it very easily, so that the light will reach the palisade mesophyll layer, so that the cells that are more specialized will carry out photosynthesis. Okay?
Can.
Okay, so in the leaf, there are only 3 types of cells that have chlorophyll, or actually chloroplast. Chlorophyll is the pigment found inside the chloroplast. Only the palisade mesophyll cells have chloroplast. Spongy mesophyll cells have chloroplast. The guard cells have chloroplast. That's all. Only these 3 types. 1, 2, 3. The rest, the epidermal, do not have. And then there is sometimes there's xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem also do not have chloroplast. Okay, Ken?
Okay.
So this is xylem and phloem. You will learn about this in more detail when you go into chapter 6. So we'll just briefly introduce xylem and phloem to you. Xylem is a dead and empty cells. So basically its job is like acting like a pipe to carry water from the roots to the leaf. Phloem is also like a pipe, but xylem is a like empty pipe that contain only water inside. That's why it's dead. Phloem, however, it is some sort of like a pipe that contains things in it, the cytoplasm. Phloem is still alive, so it still has cytoplasm in it. So in that case, it will be able to, it will carry food from the leaf to other parts of the body, other parts of the plant. Okay? So xylem is there to transport water and mineral salts. And then xylem is also there for support because lignified walls are very strong. phloem only have one function, that is to transport food in the form of sucrose and amino acid from the leaf to other parts of the plant. Can?
Can.
So next is the opening and closing of stomata. So basically, normally I like to do this in the form of a table to compare the two of them. So we start off with opening of stomata. So in order for the stomata to open, say this side is open, you must have light first. In the presence of light, that is during daytime, there is light. So remember the gut cells have chloroplast. So gut cells will photosynthesize. And then they will basically absorb light energy and convert it into chemical energy, resulting in the cells being able to carry out active transport. So the cells will pump in potassium ion. So when potassium ion move into the gut cells, this will cause water potential in the gut cells drop. When water potential in the cells drop, water from, in this case, the epidermal cell, will move into the gut cells via osmosis. So remember, earlier you take in potassium ion, now water move into you as well. So it will cause the cell, the gut cells will become turgid, will swell. And then in the process of becoming swollen and turgid, stoma opens. Okay, you see the cell here has swollen. When it's swell, this is what happened. It will push in all directions. In this case, because the gut cells have a certain ring, so it cannot expand sideways. It can, but it has a limitation. So when it swells, it doesn't basically becomes fatter. It becomes longer, like this. So when it becomes longer, the shape becomes like this. It swells up like a bean shape. You got the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, next, let's take a look at during nighttime. During nighttime, there is no light. Hence, there will be no photosynthesis in the gut cells. So if there's no photosynthesis, then you cannot actively pump in your potassium ion. So potassium ion diffuse out from the gut cells. When potassium ion diffuse out from gut cells, water potential in the gut cells increase. And when water potential increase, water moves out of the gut cells by osmosis. And this will cause the gut cells to become flaccid. And in the process of becoming flaccid, stoma close. Okay. Do you understand, Cheryl?
Yes.
Okay, so that's it up to here. Wait on.